everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm Lynn with Plasma Energy Solution, and this is December 12th, 2020. All right, and I have one of my favorite sidekicks here. This is our son, Luke.
Greetings, Luke Schmaltz.
All right, Luke and I just finished video number 1 where we talked a lot about the plasma energy station and the positive effect it had to bring about some healing for a friend. Here's what it did. The plasma energy water helps bring balance to the body, and then the body is able to heal itself. That's what we were talking about with Jeff.
Yes, and to expand on the story, once we got him on the plasma energy water, and he had the diagnosis and the prognosis, which was infusions and all kinds of medicine to manage his pain. At one point he was on OxyContin and fentanyl and all kinds of prescription drugs, and he realized he was hooked. And you know, my advice was, well, stay on the plasma energy so that your body can start to heal itself and you can eventually wean off of that. So it took about, I think, 5 or 6 months to get him off of the prescription drugs, the hard stuff, the fentanyl and the OxyContin. He was using cannabis to manage his pain intermittently, but eventually he was able to get off everything, all the opioids and the cannabinoids and all the painkillers, just drinking plasma energy water, so because his body was able to start healing itself, so he didn't have those attacks of nausea, which would cause him to become dehydrated and then to have to be hospitalized. He stopped having those events, and so the prescription drugs eventually became unnecessary. It took a while, but since he was persistent with drinking the water, his body was able to utilize the energy from the plasma energy solution water to heal itself. And so that was a tributary to the main story of how he went from in really bad shape to getting back to a normal life where he could work and ride his bike and have a relationship and not be in the hospital or recovering or on the way back to the hospital all the time.
Well, and I remember when this was in the thick of things, more towards the beginning of things, you were getting like weekly calls from him to go to the emergency room.
It was maybe not once a week, but definitely a couple times a month, where he would get so catatonic because of dehydration and radiant pain attacks from his abdomen. And if you're dehydrated because you can't keep anything down, your body just starts to shut down after a while. And but these were happening with alarming frequency, probably at the very least twice a month, sometimes more than that. And it went on for a few years until he finally started drinking the plasma energy water consistently, and he was able to get enough nutrients into his system so that he wasn't dehydrated and malnourished all the time.
Okay. Well, I wanted to share that part with you because I thought that was really an important follow-up to the whole thing that happened with Jeff.
Yeah.
And gosh, when you can have enough healing in your body to get away from addictive painkillers.
Yeah, that's the Western cause and effect medical establishment construct is misdiagnose and overprescribe. And so those prescription drugs, I mean, it's a scourge, as anyone who isn't living under a rock knows. I mean, it's bad. In some places it's worse than others, but there's people that will never be the same again just because they had a little boo-boo and they got some painkillers, and now they can't get off it. And then if their prescription gets discontinued, then they're still hooked. So then they go to the street drugs, and then you've got another casualty, another statistic, instead of somebody who didn't need to be in that situation in the first place. So it's just another way of taking care of yourself and staying away from the scourge of prescription drugs.
Exactly. So, well, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I'm sure I will.
Okay.
It'll be on the next one.
We will, to be continued, everybody. So thank you for joining us today. And do go to our website, plasmaenergysolution.com, and be sure and read the special that I have for you this month. It is in honor of Dr. Paul, and you will see a very generous discount that's offered and how to take advantage of that. So, anything you'd like to add about your dad? This is in honor of him this month, and his hard work, his thinking out of the box, his ethics.
I'm honored to be here to help spread the message of this science that he worked so hard to perfect, so that people can use it and access real medicine and not just addictive drugs, but healing, and not just a prescription. So I'm honored to be here to help spread the word about Plasma Energy Solution.
All right. Well, thank you, and thanks for joining us. If you've liked this video, do give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and once again, it's plasmaenergysolution.com.
Thank you.